Hello, very warm welcome. In today's video we've got Lewis Hamilton talking absolute tosh, and not for the first time. The bullshit that comes out of this guy's mouth recently is quite alarming. Let's jump into it. In a YouTube video recorded for Mercedes YouTube channel, Hamilton reflecting on 10 years being at Mercedes. Obviously moved from McLaren to Mercedes, 10 years, and again he's come out talking absolute nonsense, and not for the first time. Hamilton labels Bottas a great teammate. Now my first reaction to that is honestly laughable. Hamilton labels Bottas as a great teammate as he reflects on 10 years at Mercedes. Laughable, honestly laughable. Why do you label him your best teammate? Is because Valtteri Bottas had no balls and should have been nowhere near that Mercedes seat to begin with. Hence why he's driving for Alfa Romeo. He got sacked for George Russell basically. But we need to sugarcoat it because Valtteri's a nice guy. Fuck that man, he was useless at Mercedes and that's the reason he's at Alfa Romeo now. Utter bullshit. Lewis Hamilton celebrating 10 years with Mercedes, and he's been looking back at some highlight moments. Hamilton and Bottas were teammates at Mercedes for 5 seasons, 17 to 21, and they won 5 constructors together. Bottas nowhere near a title, and yeah, literally a number 2. I mean, Rosberg was better than Bottas. Russell is better than Bottas. Bottas, nothing. Not got the mentality to be a champion. Yeah. Bottas replaced Nico Rosberg. The reason Hamilton likes Bottas is so much because Bottas is not very good. He was not very good. That's why he likes him, because he's the number 1. It's easy. Hamilton smashes Bottas every week. Speaking on Mercedes' YouTube channel as he reflected on the special moments, Hamilton shared exactly what made Bottas such a good teammate. Honestly, reading this is actually making me laughable. Internal rivalry. What rivalry? The only rivalry you had was with your Mercedes car because you beat him, Valtteri, every day of the week. Valtteri was such a great teammate and colleague. And when I talk about a teammate, I think not enough people really think about it. But there is like a conflict of interest here in our sport. Still flies with Valtteri Bottas to races. We've got 2 championships, a team championship. We are hired to score points for the team. It's just utter tosh what he's talking about. We worked together to try and push the team forward. We had amazing years together where he supported me and I supported him. Literally, Bottas was the perfect number 2. No balls, was happy to be in a top team. He'd win the odd race when others were not there. It's shit, honestly. You look through Lewis Hamilton's teammate. Alonso had a pair of balls, champion mentality. Heikki Kovalainen was useless. Hamilton's worst teammate. Jenson Button, I don't really particularly like him, but at least he had a bit about him. Yeah, Nico Rosberg, he won a title, so again he was a champion. Bottas, no balls, and George Russell, well, Lewis can't even beat George Russell at the minute, so of course he's going to praise Valtteri Bottas, because Valtteri Bottas is the 2nd worst teammate you've had in your career. It's facts. Look at his time at Mercedes, in a dominant Mercedes, averaging 2 wins a year. The great Valtteri Bottas, my greatest ever teammate. Fuck off, man. Absolute bullshit. Yeah, then he talks about his relationship with Peter Bonington. But Lewis Hamilton, absolute joke. Once again, he's talking tosh. I don't know what he's been smoking or drinking in the off-season. Hamilton labels Bottas a great teammate. Great teammate, my arse. Yes, they had success at Mercedes, but you could have put Pastor Maldonado alongside you as a teammate and you still would have won the title. Bottas a great teammate, my ass. Why is he at Alfa Romeo now? Because he wasn't good enough for Mercedes. He never was good enough. And yeah, you put anyone alongside Valtteri Bottas and they would have beat him in that Mercedes. That's the top and bottom of it. Lewis Hamilton talking bullshit once again. Absolute shit.